Hey guys, welcome to the Rad Dude Cast. We're super pumped. This is our first episode on the Laughbutton network. It's not our first episode overall. We've been doing this podcast for, as far as anyone can tell, about 50 years, roughly. But if you are a new listener, definitely, if you like what you hear, hit subscribe, leave a review, like the podcast. Subscribe, review. I forget. There's the third one I forgot. But you can also, we got tons of bonus content on our Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/RadDudeCast, and we do bonus episodes every week. It's phenomenal. Check it out. Welcome aboard for those of you guys listening first time. Now, my name is Brendan Ayer. My co-hosts are Greg Stone and Anthony DeVito. Now, unfortunately, and this is kind of strange, they mysteriously did not come today. They did not show up for our recording. Instead, I briefly met, and I don't even know how he got the info, but I briefly met a gentleman who claims to be from a different planet, and he says he's here to be Earth's first superhero. His name is Mike, and he's brought some other guy with him. So that's all I know. You guys are now up to speed. I don't know anything about these guys. Mike, if you want to reveal your camera, if you're familiar with Earth technology.
Earth technology is stupid. Easy. See how quick I was in?
You were.
What?
You were in very quick. You were in very quick.
Quick as lightning. Don't ever. Well, do what you want. It's your stupid planet. But I'm here to save you. I'm Dr. Mike. Because let's be honest, I'm a billion years smarter than you. So I went ahead and made myself a doctor. Now let me introduce my special sidekick. Oh, he's one of Earth's greatest. Keep it going for my little friend Wimbledon. Wimbledon, hit the play button.
Thanks so much for having me. It's so dark in here.
Oh, you got to hit the view. This is your humans. Hit the view button. Start video. Wimbledon.
Video.
Yeah.
Video.
Finger. There you go.
Hey.
So I am gathering, Dr. Mike, I'm gathering Wimbledon is maybe not a billion years smarter. I guess you guys measure intelligence in time.
That's right. My name's Wimbledon.
That's Wimbledon.
Thank you.
My sidekick. The greatest your planet has to offer.
Oh, Wimbledon is not from a different planet.
No, Wimbledon is from your planet. I use him as my little sidekick Geis, to help with the publicity. I brought a human with me. He's a special man. He's the most special your world has, so that's Wimbledon, my sidekick. How are you, Wimbley?
Good. I'm really good these days. Really, really good. It's hotter than ever out there, but I'm okay.
What do you mean, hotter than ever, Wimbledon?
Have you guys been outside?
I've been out.
It's so hot out there.
It is
Mamma
hot.
mia.
It is hot.
It's hot. Isn't that right? What's your name?
I'm Brendan. As a matter of fact, this is my podcast. I co-host with Greg Stone and
Someone
Anthony
change
DeVito,
our names.
who are not here.
Dr. Mike and
today.
Wimbledon.
Now, Dr. Mike.
Brendan. Nice to meet you.
Brendan, what's your last name?
Air.
What is your code? Air? Oh, so you can fly too.
No, I cannot fly. It's EYRE, as in Jane. I don't know if you're familiar with the book. It was a book that was written.
So your last name's Air, but you can't fly? Why? What is that? Why?
Well, I don't know how much you know. How long have you been here?
Where?
On our planet.
Ooh, little this, little that. I've been, this is my first appearance, but I've been floating around spying for a little while. I grabbed a little Wimbledon with me. We've been training him for a few months. He's looking good, smelling good.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
Okay, that brings up two questions for me. First question,
yes.
Mike, you may have noticed none of us can fly. So if you can fly, that could be a huge benefit for humanity if you're interested in helping us.
Yes, I have many superpowers. Many. Wait, first of all, some of you can fly on a helicopter. That's old space jokes, because you people are dumb. They're dumb. You're just dumb. You're dumb compared to me. I'm 1 billion years old.
This guy's so smart, Brendan. Ask him anything you want.
Well, what I would like to know is, there's so much I want to get into. This is obviously the first ever interview with an extraterrestrial, and the fact that you are planning to come be Earth's first superhero is monumental.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get a little background first. But before we do that, how did you select Wimbledon, and what are you training? You mentioned some training. What are you training him for?
Well, what would you like me to answer first? I don't know. I don't want your brain to explode. I don't know how much information that little human brain can hold.
Whichever, answer in a way that you think would be gentlest on my brain, please.
Right. Well, I had to get someone in the world who was better than the rest. We needed someone we needed someone special. So I went to the school for special kids and I grabbed Wimbledon, and he was the most special they had. And I've been training him ever since.
Yeah.
I'm like a lottery winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Ask you some basic questions.
You can ask me whatever you want.
What is wait, could you do the alphabet?
Yeah, no problem. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, J, K, L, L, P, Q, Z.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
And then ask
Great
me
job,
any
Wimbledon. You're
Thanks
so
so much,
goddamn
Mike.
smart and special.
Thanks, Mike. And that was a lot of that was due to Mike's training. I only knew ABC before he came along.
Okay, yeah, I'm beginning to see Dr. Mike.
Yep.
I think you may have not gotten the best of us in your sidekick.
What are you talking about? This kid is great. He's nailing it every step of the way. Watch. Who's your favorite animal?
The blues.
The blues. Probably. I don't know any animals on this planet, but that sounds like a great one. The blues.
The blues is a form of music to express sadness. It's closely associated with jazz.
That's how
Some
deep
animals
this kid
are
is.
Yeah, some animals are sad, man.
Wow.
Checks out. Checks out. And I got a 1 billion-year-old brain.
Checks out. Mike says that all the time. Checks out.
Checks out.
Checks out.
That checks out for me.
It does check out. It checks out for me as well. Now, Mike, a couple of questions before we really get started with your
Dr.
intentions.
Mike. I didn't go to 1 billion years of doctor school to be called Mr. Mike.
So your entire life,
You can just call me Wimbledon.
Yes, that's just Wimbledon.
your entire life you've been at
Wimbley.
doctor school.
I like to call him Wimbley, my little Wimbley friend.
What's up, Mike?
Wimbley.
What?
The sky, space, eternity. That's what's up.
Dr. Mike,
Our superhero jokes. Yes, Brendan. Yeah.
where do you come from?
Great question. I come from Sector X in space. We've been living there for over 1 billion years. Would you like to know about our planet?
I'd love to. Yes.
What?
I would. Is there a problem? I would love to know about your planet.
Yes, I know you would. I was thinking of something else. We.
Just curiosity. What were you thinking about?
What was I thinking about?
Yeah.
There it goes again. I have a question, and then I'll answer
No
your
answer
question.
of my question. Okay, go ahead. Yes, you could, Dr. Mike. As an alien, or I don't know if that's offensive, but as someone from not this planet.
Our planet is perfect. So perfect that we've decided to send out different people to each world to help protect different worlds, right? So I was given Earth, to protect Earth. Why? Because we heard that your planet was being run by a dark overlord. I am here to save you from George W. Bush.
How's that, Brendan?
Man, I think you're. When did they give you that message?
Well, I was supposed to be here in around 2004 your time, ZV2197D our time.
Yeah, Dr. Mike, I do think you could still help, but George W. Bush, long gone. He just paints pictures in Texas now. He's not the leader.
So I'll go melt him now.
No,
so he doesn't make a comeback.
He's really harming no one. He paints nice pictures of dogs. He seems more likable than ever.
All right. So then I'll do. All right. Well, then I'll get to the. Here's what I'll do. What are the worst crimes you have here?
Well, it's funny you should ask that because you have come at a time. Yes, you've missed George W. Bush.
I don't think this guy's answering my question.
But you have no. I am. You have come at a
Give
time.
him a chance, Doctor.
His brain is so small. You can just watch him run around like a little hamster.
Dr. Mike,
I love hamsters.
could we make an agreement?
Yeah.
Could we make an agreement between us?
Sure.
I'll admit my brain is much smaller than yours.
Yes.
If you could stop bringing it up so often.
If you saw a woman on fire, would you be able to sit and talk to her about appetizers? No, because she's on fire. And then talking to you is just similar. Your brain is on fire of not a lot of information. But that's not your fault. That's, you're a human.
Wembley,
I'm over 1 billion years old.
Wembley, is he this hard on you during training?
No. He's much worse.
Well, I expect the best.
Yeah, well, that's what he says. So when I say you're being so mean, he says, that's because I expect the best. And then I go, I must be the best then. So I don't even really think about it.
Yeah, you are the best. You're the best, little Wembley.
Thanks, Dr. Mike.
You're the best, my little man.
Brendan, do you want to be the best?
I can't be the best because he just told me I have a gerbil brain.
No, I did not.
Gerbils
I said
are
a
so
hamster.
fun,
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said hamster. I'll slow down my talking. I just think fast because, I'm 1 billion years old. Time goes faster for me. What was your question?
Now, what I was saying was you have come at an ideal time. The entire world, not just the United States, which is our country that you're in currently, the world is racked by a global pandemic known as COVID-19. And there's a massive undertaking going on to find a vaccine to save the world's population. Could you, as a doctor with 1 billion years of training, and you're also 1 billion years old, so I assume you've been trained since literally birth, could you save us?
You want a cure for COVID?
Yes.
Easy. I will distribute ultraviolet light. We will inject ultraviolet light into your blood.
No.
And all different types of disinfectants.
No, because that was...
Then you don't have to buy them anymore. You already have them in you.
Yes, then you can clean your plates by licking them like a cat.
Yeah, save a lot of money, and you become closer to the cats, which I think benefits in the long run.
Far be it from me to question the wisdom of a...
He's the most special boy I've ever seen.
He is a wonderful little guy, that Wembley.
Let's say we need the cats for something. I don't know what it could be, but we need them for something. And then you're more cat-like, so you can communicate them on a level that's never been seen before. So we can get their help.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Wimbledon.
Yes. Uh-huh.
What would we need the cats for? Think about it.
In case the dogs go crazy.
Exactly. See, you just had to take a moment to think about it. If the dogs go crazy, we will go to the cats.
Yeah.
See? You're so special.
Thank you, Dr.
You're
Mike.
Special to me.
Thank you, Dr. Mike. And if, I don't know, maybe the boy deserves a treat.
Yes, you do. Drink up, drink up.
Thank you. I was already planning on
What
it.
is in
but
his
now-
cup, Dr. Mike? What are these treats you're giving Wimbley? Because I'm a little concerned as to your motivations. What
It's
exactly are these treats?
It's a variation of many disinfectants. We're trying to make him, he's the first of many disinfected humans.
Oh, Dr. Mike, see,
You can roll me on a tile floor and I'll clean it with my body.
We put a little broomstick in his little butthole and we use him to mop up the spaceship.
so you're using your
The Night
assistant
Thrasher.
as a Swiffer.
Yes. I use him to clean all of the inside of the Night Thrasher with his body.
Well, I'm going to need to get back
Save money on brooms.
I'm going to need to get back to both a description of your planet, and I need to know a little bit more about the Night Thrasher. Also curious about Wimbledon's upbringing. But first and foremost, I'd hate to rain on your parade, Dr. Mike, but it was suggested during the early outbreak of COVID that injecting or ingesting antibacterial products might solve it. That led to a number of deaths. Turns out does not help at all.
That's because you're using Wimbledon, get back here. What's he doing? He's always doing this, walking away, running away, grabbing cats.
Sorry, one of the cats was talking to me, so I had to talk back to it.
Wimbledon, now is not the time. We are trying to publicize. We're doing Big Pub here. Big Pub. This is big
I know,
for
big
us.
pub, big pub,
Big
big pub,
pub.
big pub. I got it.
Big Pub.
Big pub. I know.
Big Pub.
Big pub. I got it.
Now, what were we talking about? Remind me. My mind thinks of a million other things that are more important than you and your stupid little brain.
Yes, I've heard that before. I was mentioning to you that unfortunately, and not, with all due respect, the injecting or ingesting of disinfectants has been tried, and it does not provide any immunity to the COVID, and furthermore, it most often kills you.
Oh, look at little brain here. How many doctors do you have?
What do you mean, like personally or on Earth or what?
I have a billion doctorates. A billion.
No, I'm not arguing with that. I'm just saying it didn't work. What you suggested
You
was
think you're so smart. You think you're so smart. You don't know anything. Do you understand that? I'm over quick history lesson. History. Who was? Hold on. Siri went off for no reason. She's always listening. Let's get into what you know. Do you want to? Great.
Yeah.
Let's start easy. Right? Who was the first? Who created the world?
Well, I
Jack
believe.
Sparrow. Oh, I thought it was for me.
No,
Sorry.
That's
Go
not
ahead.
for you, Wimbley.
Go ahead, Brendan.
No, hold on. I'd like to do a dive into that. Wimbley, your understanding of who created the world
No,
is
don't ask him that. You answer. Stop avoiding the question.
the
We're gonna get to that.
pirate Jack
No,
Sparrow.
Maybe. I think maybe. I just think maybe.
We're going to get to that on the videos I've been playing him. Who created the world?
Well, maybe that's something you could aid me in knowing. As far as my understanding, on Earth, there's many different interpretations of that. Some people think it's a religious happening. Some people say God. I think it was the Big Bang when the universe exploded. You all wrong. Okay, go ahead. You educate me, Dr. Mike.
Pretty simple. Everyone knows who created the world. In the beginning, it was Jiggly Wiggly. Jiggly Wiggly created the world, and everyone over 80 billion gillion years ago.
And what was Jiggly Giggly?
No,
Wiggly.
Jiggly Giggly was his father. Jiggly Wiggly was the son.
Yeah.
and what was he?
What do you mean, what was he? He was Jiggly Wiggly.
Was he a guy? What was he? How did he know how to create the Earth?
What do you mean? He just made it with his taxes return money.
Well, of all the religious theories on Earth, no one has really nailed down that it was tax return related. So this is groundbreaking news here on the Rad Dude Cast. Thank you, Dr. Mike.
Jiggly Wiggly, son of Jiggly Giggly,
Yes.
created Earth with the money he got from his tax returns. Yes, Wimbledon.
Wait till you hear when Dr. Mike explains specifically how that works. Then you'll really be blown away, Brendan.
Thank you, Wimbley. That was going to be my follow-up question. Could you tell me exactly how, with his tax returns, did he create the Earth? I believe you said 80 gazillion billion years ago.
Numbers too big for your brain. It was simple. He paid a busker to sing a song, and the magical rhyme made all that you know and see. Very simple. This is the magic of Jiggly Wiggly.
Where was the busker, though, if Earth didn't exist?
Not on Earth.
Well, you can't argue
Not in
with
this
that.
universe. Jiggly, that's so dumb, how dumb you are. It's making me dumber to talk to you that you don't even know the very simple meaning. There was Jiggly Wiggly, and he was so happy with his paycheck. He said, I got all this money. And Jiggly Giggly said, don't blow it all one place. And Jiggly Wiggly said, I'm not going to blow it all one place. He said, you're gonna. So then Jiggly Wiggly, they went down to this old street corner, and he said, busker, sing me a song. And they sang a song, and the magic of all of the universe was created.
Interesting. Now, there is
this universe.
There is I don't know if it's still in action. I think it is, but there is a renowned Southern grocery store known as Piggly Wiggly. Is that in any way related?
Piggly Wiggly?
Yeah.
Piggly Wiggly was the great-grandfather of Jiggly Wiggly. It goes Piggly Wiggly, Jiggly Giggly, Piggly Jiggly Diggly. And then something like that. You know, it's hard to remember sometimes because you learned that in kindergarten.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. How do you do division? So you don't remember because it's so old. It's so old.
I just do it. Yeah.
It's so old. Right, Wimbledon?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe baseball's back.
See, I told you, you didn't pick the top guy. Now,
he is.
He's not. A couple things here.
Ask him a question.
I will ask him a question. I'm going to ask him a question. But first of all, I do want to say, with all due respect to Dr. Mike, who has 1 billion years of doctorates, which I don't even know what that means, don't inject
because he's got a small brain.
Ingest disinfectants to cure COVID. That's been covered in the news months ago.
Space disinfectants.
Safe. Okay, if you can get your hands on space disinfectants, maybe try it. I didn't know that's what you meant. That's a whole different thing. Now back to little Wimbledon.
Yes, Brendan.
You mentioned how easy division was. Can I ask you just a simple question? Would you mind?
Me?
Yes.
You can ask me anything.
What is 4 divided by 2?
I think that's a riddle. So I would say no.
Checks out.
Checks out.
Wimbledon, let me ask you an even more difficult question.
Yeah.
When is pain not pain?
Whenever Dr. Mike puts the broom up me to clean the night thrasher.
See, this is very easy.
Checks out.
Checks
Wimbledon.
out.
Wimbledon. Wimbledon.
Checks out.
Wimbledon.
Yes, Brendan.
None of this is checking out.
Checks out.
No,
checks out.
No, what you have come under is you're not a sidekick. I think you're being used as a henchman. I'm not sure. But 4 divided by 2 is not a riddle. It does not check out. And when is pain is not pain is not when you have a broomstick up your ass. That is pain.
Why don't you answer both those questions, and we'll see what Dr. Mike says and see what's right and wrong.
And what's wrong.
I just am having a hard time with Dr. Mike. I do respect that he is Okay, I want to keep this interview moving along because I respect Dr. Mike. Now, I want some bigger picture stuff here.
Great.
You've come
Let's get
to
into
Earth.
the big BP stuff.
You've come to Earth. You want to be Earth's first real superhero.
Yes.
Describe that to me. Tell me what that looks like. What will you be doing? What's your day to day?
That's why I'm here on this quest here, on this Podquest. Is that what they're called? Podquests?
Checks out.
Checks out. Checks out.
Checks out.
Checks out. My question, I have to answer that question by asking you a question. What are the worst crimes on Earth? What would you guys like solved? What are the worst crimes on Earth?
Well, I would say that probably
Name 5.
you know, there's many. I would say a genocide is horrible. A murder is terrible. Rape is horrible. Pedophilia is horrible. And then, you know, there's certain war crimes. I'd say those are the big 5, really, if I had to break it down.
Great. What is this? Let's take one at a time. What's rape? Let's end that. I'm going to end rape.
Okay, it's when someone forces themselves sexually on another person without their consent.
Let me ask you this. Is sex good?
Yes.
So, but rape is bad.
Yes, because the other person... Sex is only good if you're enjoying it and attracted to the other person.
Isn't rape just like giving someone a present they don't expect?
No. Definitely no.
Okay, why?
Because they're not attracted to you and they're not wanting what you are offering.
Look, I'm just here to learn, right? On my planet, there is no death. Pain is just sweet and sour, you know what I mean? It's just a different flavor, you know, because there's no dying, right? So if you rape, which I'm going to end for you, no problem. Easy. I got my melt Ray-Bans. I got to melt people easy. But I got to understand why. So sex is not good if you don't ask for it.
Exactly. If you're not consenting, it is bad.
But a present is good if you don't ask for it.
Yes.
Okay. What if the present is a bomb?
Well, that's not a present. That's a trick.
It's wrapped up?
Yeah, it's a trick. That's a trick.
Okay. Okay, all right. We're learning your culture. Easy. Checks out. So, here's what I'm going to do. So, rape is bad.
Yes.
And I will change my ray gun from face melt to rape. And that is how I'm going to punish your criminals, with my rape gun.
And what, so you will, but you've got to elaborate. You'll find every rapist? How will you do this?
Door to door. Hello? Who knows the rapist? Who's the rapist? Yes. Yeah, he loves meeting people. We'll get Wimbledon in there. Maybe I'll put him on a stick.
See, I think
I'll douse him in honey or something. And then we'll see what filth tries to get close, and then I'll hit them with my rape gun.
See, here's where I think we're having some cultural disconnects.
That's why we're here on this Podquest.
In our world, often bad people such as rapists, if you were to knock on their door and say, any rapists here, they're going to say no. They lie.
What if I've got a rape gun right in their face? Everyone answers, everyone has a plan until you got a rape gun in their face. Then they start answering the truth.
I think they'll especially lie with a rape gun in their face, or any gun for that matter. I'm not quite sure why it has to be specific.
Well, I've only got the gun. I can change it to any setting. I had it set to melt because I thought melting would be the most scary thing, but you didn't put melting people in your crimes list, so...
Well, I don't think you need to punish the person. You can still melt the rapists, is what I'm saying. I don't know if it's hard to change the settings.
No, I just turn a dial.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's solved. Checks out.
I'm going to melt the rapists. What other crimes do you have? Oh, I know one. Is child murder bad here?
Yes. That's it's certainly under the category of murder. I would say it's worse than adult murder. Both are horrible.
The worst is worse than adult murder.
I think so. You're taking more. Yes. Children are generally innocent.
Then Wimbledon. We shall go to the hideout of the child murderers, Planned Parenthood, and destroy all of the child murderers. They're getting the youngest children there.
No. Again, I think you're culturally off. We don't consider that murder.
What? Children, you said, right? Who's the youngest children?
No. Those are those are doctors performing a service. I think you should leave Planned Parenthood alone.
Clearly, just explain to me why. Explain to me why abortion isn't murder.
Well, now this is a situation I did not think I would be put into.
What? It's easy. I'm from another planet. I don't get your culture.
Lighthearted podcast. It's largely improv based, just good fun for the whole family.
It is good fun.
Yes.
I'm learning to save your world from child murderers.
In my belief, a woman's body is her choice. If a child, a fetus is not going to be brought into this world voluntarily, it's a woman's right to end that pregnancy. And I did not think I would have to explain that to an alien. But,
so let me ask you this question. This is just me learning, I'm learning. I'm from a different culture, Learning is do we have a problem with learning on this Podquest?
No. If you are learning, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. So, series of events. Dr. Mike, is making love to a woman. She consents. I'm inside her. Can she kill me?
No.
I just don't understand your ways.
Well, there's some things, some cultural seas are difficult to cross, my friend.
Wimbledon, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand 100%. I was focused on how come some people get guns and some don't?
This is a good question.
Okay, I will answer that. Now, Wimbledon, you are from this world and supposedly the best of the best.
Not the best, the most special.
The most special, right.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of medals.
Well, some people have guns and some people don't because some people are in the military. They're issued guns. Some people are police officers. They're issued guns. Some people are in states that allow you to buy a gun if you so choose, states or countries. Some people obtain guns illegally. Some people are in states that allow guns and choose not to own a gun. Some people are in states that don't allow guns and they choose not to own guns and follow the rules. So that's
who
the answer.
Who gets a gun?
I just answered that.
Like, in your eyes, who do you think should have a gun?
Yeah, who I just said.
Let me ask you.
Who do I think should have a gun?
Yeah, you're the host of this Podquest.
Well, personally, I'm in favor of a bit stricter gun control. I think the United States has a too loose of a policy of gun ownership. I'd like to see fewer people with semi-automatic or automatic weapons. So to answer your question, I think fewer people should have guns, but that's a divisive issue.
Let me answer that question with a question. I think we should give fetuses guns to defend themselves because they are under attack because they're little babies, right?
Nope. They are not. I believe life doesn't start until birth. That is my philosophy.
It's not what we say on Sector X.
Well, I guess we,
what do we say on Sector X again?
We say, who cares, man? Do you, dude? No one could die on this planet. We don't care.
That's right.
Pain is just sweet and sour, Sour is pain. Happiness is sweet. Because we don't die. Sector X out. Checks out.
It's on one of the walls of the Night Thrasher, but it's so long that I always forget it.
Yeah, and it's written in crayon.
I'd like to get off the subject of abortion and gun control for a second.
Yeah, me too. I don't understand it, even though I'm 1 billion years old.
Now, if you could explain to me, what's a day like for Dr. Mike in Wembley? You wake up in the morning. Now, Wembley, where do you sleep?
Wimbledon.
You said I could call him Wimbley.
I said I can call him Wimbley.
No, you said I could call him Wimbley.
I said I can.
You said I could.
I don't think you said that.
You said that.
Who said that?
You.
Don't check out.
All right. Wimbledon.
Yes, Brendan.
Where do you sleep on the Night Thrasher? What's your bedding situation like?
Oh, okay. That's easy. I sleep standing up, and then there's a tiny rope that's attached to my back. And when I lean too much over, the rope catches me, and it jolts me awake. And then that's how I know it's time to clean again. Time
Back
to
rope.
use. Yep.
Okay. And you find that satisfactory?
Satisfactory. I had the best sleep I've ever had in my life.
Just standing up tied to a rope.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'll take that just on your word. So walk me through a day, Wimbledon. You're on the Night Thrasher with Dr. Mike. He's not yet the world's first superhero. He's moving towards that. What is your training like? What is your day-to-day? You wake up. What happens first? Walk me through, hour by hour.
Well, the rope will snap, and then I'll wake up, and then usually that means I grab. There's like leaves. There's like big leaves, and then I waft them on Dr. Mike for what seems like hours until he's awake, and then finally he wakes up, and then he tells me which parts of the Night Thrasher I need to clean, and then I spend the rest of my day cleaning the Night Thrasher, while Dr. Mike just repeatedly goes over his plan for the universe. And then when my eyes get tired enough, I stand right back in front of the rope and I go to sleep.
Okay, I'd like to jump back to one particular portion of your answer. What exactly is Dr. Mike's plan for the universe, Wimbledon?
Well, he said some of it with his abortion idea. He's got all these charts and diagrams on little pictures of babies, and then he's got handguns, and then he lines them up together. So that's just for his solving abortion. But he's got a ton of ideas for how to save the universe. But I can kind of only handle one at a time due to my own brain. So right now, my brain is filled with his great plan for abortion.
No, it's not a great plan. I've told you that.
It is.
There are child murderers to be caught, and I don't want to keep coming back to this, but I must argue, Dr. Mike. I must argue.
What you're saying, let's do the scale, right? You're saying killing a 99-year-old man is the least offensive. So you push the scale down. 10 years old, bad. Okay, well, what's worse than 10? Killing them when they're 9. Killing them when they're 1. Killing them when they're none. You kill them when they're none. It's the lowest. That's math.
No.
You don't even have to be a billion years old to see the math on that.
All right. Well,
I'm going to kill everyone in Planned Parenthood.
No, you're going to get us on a list or something, man. This is not good. This is really bad stuff here, Dr. Mike.
Okay. Just explain it to me again. So I won't. So you
all right.
Okay, tell me. I want to know of your culture.
A woman I believe, many people believe, and many people don't believe. This is a nuanced topic. I don't think there's any nuance. I think a woman has a right to choose whether she gives birth to a baby or not. And as it's her body, she has a right to terminate her pregnancy in that body. And I didn't come into today's podcast expecting to argue that with an alien who's going to be a superhero. But I think maybe if you could just take that as a cultural given,
yes,
we could move on.
And I did. I will not. They seem like they're good people as per your culture. Your culture does a lot of weird things. You eat meat. You are racist.
I'm not a racist.
Shirt. What?
No, that was specifically directed at me because you said I'm racist and I'm not wearing a shirt. And
you're not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, I'm not racist.
Do you eat meat?
White skin is better than black skin?
No.
Then why aren't you wearing a shirt? You're trying to show us all your skin.
It gets too hot in my podcasting area.
Okay, I'll write that down as cultural differences. But you're not okay. Now, let me ask you this.
All right, go ahead.
Where are you from?
I'm from a place called Cleveland, Ohio. I currently live in New York City, which is in the state of New York. Both of these are in the country of the United States of America.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? The country? You're on Earth. I thought you were from Earth.
Yes, there's different countries on Earth.
Well, that's silly. I'm from a billion light years away. I'm from chair then. Look, I'm from a chair. I live on this chair. The hell is anything?
What? Well, what's your planet like? There's no cities?
Oh, you're from Sector X. Sector X, over 100 billion miles wide and 100 billion miles growing. The grass is green and the women are obscene. So we put them all in jail.
That was sort of almost segging into a Guns N' Roses song. That was very impressive. What is next to Sector X?
Like planet-wise?
Yeah, just anything.
Look at this dummy. What do you think?
I believe Sector Y and Sector Z.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, see, as you've got different sectors, we have different countries.
Sector X is over 100 billion miles away. Everything is 100 billion.
Well, it's just
we're dealing in space.
It's a matter of scale, is what we're arguing about here. We're on a smaller scale, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but we have countries.
Stupid.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that. You are what's known in the interview business as a difficult subject. You're a difficult subject. Now, Wimbledon, Did you know about countries?
Yes, Brendan.
So then why didn't you explain to Dr. Mike about countries?
I was answering your first question about Wimbledon. So I said, yes, Brendan. What did you say?
Do you know about countries?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 against 1, Dr.
Brendan,
Mike.
I hate to do this, but you don't want to ask him these complicated questions. You want to ask him more things like, hey, Wimbledon, what's your favorite Pop-Tart?
Hey, Dr. Mike, cinnamon.
See? He loves it.
He knew about countries.
He doesn't really, though.
Well, let's see. Wimbledon, what are a couple of countries you're
Brendan.
familiar with?
Huh?
Okay, you don't have to say
Wimbledon.
yes, Brendan.
What do you like better, soft or hard?
Well, a soft pretzel, but hard ice cream.
He's so complicated. He's so special. You know, everything is so... Watch. What do you like better? Warm or cold?
Mike. Huh. A warm blanket, but cold pizza.
What an enigma you are.
All right. Well, I am really at a standstill here because I feel I started off this interview very optimistic, thinking, okay, we have the world's first superhero. He's come from another planet, much like the myth of Superman. And what I found is, and I'm going to shoot straight with you, Dr. Mike, and I don't want this interview to get combative.
It won't. I'm 1 billion year old. From 1 billion miles away.
I frankly don't think you're competent.
In what?
To be the next superhero on Earth, and I don't think we want your skills.
Well, you can't say anything because I've got a gun that'll melt your face or rape you.
What? Oh, well, hold on. The rape gun actually rapes people?
Yep, because they think that's the worst on this planet, so I turn the dial to rape, and a giant elephant will pull you with his nose into a closet and rape you for your crimes. Just don't do crimes.
Seems like the being pulled by the nose is the least of your worries at that point.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you how it grabs you with its little long,
he
cute
grabs
nose.
you with his nose.
With his nose into a closet that is built by a 3D printer on the Night Thrasher.
Okay, well,
where laws aren't laws.
Yeah. Okay, so, man, you've given me a lot to process here. There's no laws on the Night Thrasher? Is that how you've been able to abduct Wimbledon and use him as your forced servant?
Wimbledon is free to go whenever he wants. Wimbledon, do you want to go anywhere?
No, I love it on the Night Thrasher, sir.
See?
Wimbledon?
Yeah. Brendan.
Were you coached on how to answer that question if it comes up. And I want you to answer. He's staring at you. I see that. Were you coached to answer you love it on the night? Tell the truth, Wimbledon, because I can help you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of the daily routine is every morning he says, if anyone ever asks you that, you say that. But I mean, that's just like, you know, I didn't really look at it as coaching as much as it's just like, okay, Wimbledon, like he'll say this to me all the time. Like sometimes my leg will be bleeding, like I'll fall down, you know what I mean? And then I'll just, I don't know, I won't notice. So then he'll go, what do we do if our leg bleeds? And then I go, put a Band-Aid on. And then I go, it's just like a reminder thing.
Yeah, I teach him little things. He loves it, I think. I love it.
Far,
I love
I have
him.
no problems with it.
So far, the Band-Aid thing was literally the only helpful thing he's ever taught you. That was just the goodness of his heart.
Watch. Wimbledon, who created the world?
You, Dr. Mike did.
No, that's the wrong answer. Who? Remember, take your time. Take your time.
This is why I get confused, because Dr. Mike told me that Jiggly Wiggly created the world, so then I think it's Dr. Mike. But really, it was Jiggly Wiggly.
Jiggly Wiggly.
But Dr. Mike told me, so both, I guess.
So complicated and so smart and so special.
Not to mention, as you previously answered, it does get confusing for you because you at one time in this podcast thought Jack Sparrow created the world.
Oh yeah,
I can explain that. I can explain
I
that
guess
if
they
you'd
all
like.
did it.
Well, I can explain. He thinks it's Jack Sparrow because I'm not very good at video editing. So, in order to teach him the Jack Sparrow, to teach him about Jiggly Wiggly, I used old Pirates of the Caribbean DVDs that I overdubbed with my own voice. So he tends to get confused because Jiggly Wiggly in the DVD was played by Jack Sparrow with me talking over him, going, you know, just so his little human brain could get it in, you know, it could eat it up.
Interesting. I think that is a good teaching technique. It leads me to my next question. Did Pirates of the Caribbean DVDs make it all the way to Sector X?
No, definitely not.
Oh, you got those when you were here.
I picked them up at a bodega, and I only had the bootlegs because I didn't have much money when I got here.
Yeah, I have no idea what happens in the movie.
Because I dubbed over them.
Exactly.
I dubbed over them with Jiggly Wiggly propaganda.
Yeah, but the colors are nice.
Yes. You need something.
Well, I just am, again, I don't think we want your services. I just don't. If this were a job interview, I think we'd say you do seem to have some skills.
Help me. Help you. What other crimes do you have that you'd like me to solve?
Of course.
I can also, sorry to cut you off, I can list you my powers.
That would be great.
Tell me where I can help you.
Yes.
Yeah.
List the powers.
Right. I have the strength of 10,000 horses. I have the speed of 10,000 horses with hands, and I can change genders through acting.
Okay.
Wouldn't you want to see one of those, right?
Yeah. Two-part question. The speed of 10,000 horses. Why did they need hands?
So they can grab the floor. You ever see those shoes where they're also like socks?
Yes, Vibram 5 fingers.
Yes. Those they can grab the ground better with their hand feet as to propel them faster.
Man, Brendan, you knew the name right away.
Oh yes, I stay on top of shoe culture. Now, I do think those are useful. What was the third power again? That one was interesting. The ability to change gender through acting. If you could give us a demonstration of that.
Sure. Like right now, I'm a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can change my gender to a woman through acting. Now, set me up a scene, Wimbledon.
Okay. You're on the bench, and you're Tom Hanks. And there's a woman next to you, and you're explaining to her through way of chocolates your life.
I don't think you understood I needed to get here.
Yeah,
Wimbledon, I need to play a woman in this scene. So set me up with a woman scene.
Okay. You're the woman on the
Let's Forrest
bench,
Gump.
and Tom Hanks is talking to you,
Okay.
explaining his life through chocolates.
Right.
I, gotta
Great.
say, I do have to say that woman mostly just listens.
Yeah.
If I recall the film, could I perhaps set up a scene, Dr. Mike? Would you?
Yes, I'd just like to add that on Earth, special seems to mean more like stupid.
Yes, I don't want to get into exactly explaining what you've recruited for yourself. It's a little touchy, but
I've done a lot of research on attention deficit disorder, and seems to be a lot going on in there, huh?
I'll set up the scene.
Given the nature of the Podquest, it seems like you should explain why that's a touchy subject.
A special is often used as a term for mentally. Dr. Mike, special on Earth.
Yes. Explain to me.
It's not really used anymore, but it's sort of a bit of a dated term for mentally disabled. So what you've got on your hands with Wimbledon, a wonderful young man, I will say.
He's the wonderfulest.
But he, brain-wise, is lacking.
Which is so silly to me. Like the miles from Earth, when I look at your brain as compared to Wimbledon's brain, and my brain, which is times 50 million your brain, I look at you and you guys have the same brain, because to me, being the superior intellect and being, you guys are in the same bracket. So it's you saying he's less brain than you is like you saying Ireland is close to America as compared to Sex or X and Earth. You right? Does that make sense?
I see what you're saying. It's a matter of scale,
Yes.
and I
Yes,
understand
scale.
that. I
Yes.
will accept that.
Humans, flies, horses, donkey shit, all equal brains in the eyes of me.
Okay.
Dr.
Now,
Mike.
if I could set the scene for because I am very
Right, I'll
curious
show
about
off
this
one of my great
gender
powers,
transformation,
which is
the
changing gender through acting.
the scene is this: you're in a New York City diner, Wimbledon. You're a young graphic designer. You're on a first date. You're out for coffee and pie with a woman you've met on Tinder. So your name is Zachary. You're a graphic designer. You're 28 years old. Dr. Mike, you are on this first date with Zachary, who you met on Tinder. You've chatted for a couple weeks. Dr. Mike,
Sorry.
your name is Kat. Okay, Catherine is your full name, but you're Kat for short.
Okay.
Wimbledon, take it away.
Yes, Brendan. Hi, Kat. I'm Zachary. I'm 28 years old. I'm a graphic designer, and I met you on Tinder. What do you want to eat?
Oh, hello, Wimbledon. I'm Cat. I have 10 toes and 10 fingers, 2 breasts, and a nose that smells things that I like to smell, like butter.
That's great. So I'll get some butter.
Please do, and give it to me so I can put it on my corn.
All right, no problem. Hold on. Let me try to get the attention of the waiter. Hey.
Brendan,
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
Oh, hey. I'm on a date. I'm a graphic designer. I'm 28 years old. My name is Zachary. I met Kat on Tinder, and she can smell butter. So she wants some butter for her cornbread. Can we have butter?
Oh, yeah, we got butter. I'll be right back with some butter. Okay, got it. Here's your butter.
All right, Kat, here you go. Here's a stick of butter for you. Now put it on your cornbread.
Oh, that's great. I love it. I love butter, and I love Volkswagen Cabriolet from 1998.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. So you have a card. They let you drive.
Yeah, of course, because I'm a woman and a woman can drive. And and Barbie.
Yeah. Oh, and Barbie. Yeah. Okay. They won't let me drive. They say it's unlawful to put me behind the wheel. But that's so cool that you can drive. What's
Wimbledon,
it like to be
you're Zachary. Yeah. You're Zachary. You're not Wimbledon. Remember, you're Zachary.
He doesn't have my powers of changing humans like I can. Did you know it's still me?
I did not. For a second, I thought there was an invasion of a woman named Kat. Okay, she's back.
Okay,
I
so
have long hair.
Yeah, your hair is so long and your breasts are so big, and I can see because you've slipped me a note that says I have a big old vagina. So I know that you're a woman. Now I'm 20 years old. So I'm at 18. I learned how to drive. So for 10 years, I have been driving. So anyway, so it says here that they'll never let one of us be president because the country is not just ready. So that's another note that you read me. What does that mean?
They're not going to let us be president under the rule of George W. Bush, the worst man.
Oh, okay. So what do you like to do as a woman?
Get my nails done and complain.
What kind of complaints do you make?
About men and George W. Bush.
All right, yeah, but like, what specifically do you say out loud in your room about that?
Damn you, George W. Bush, and damn this long hair, always getting caught in the paper shredder. Okay, yeah, see, that's just
that's
easy.
wonderful.
Being a woman is easy.
Yeah,
through acting.
See, what you've done
I didn't know it
there,
was Dr. Mike, and I'm friends with him.
Yeah, we're best friends.
What you've done there,
Well,
phenomenal.
really?
Absolutely,
Yeah, of course.
absolutely.
Yeah, you're my best friend.
I had I didn't know that.
You're my only friend.
Wimbledon,
Yeah, it's Brendan.
best friends. Don't put a broom handle up their best friend's ass and use him to clean their spaceship. That's
Only if
fact.
they're filled with disinfectants.
If
he doesn't want it, do you not want it?
No, it's good. I like having a task. It makes me feel necessary in this world.
Yeah,
Dr. Mike said
so
that Brendan
special.
would say something like that, so that's why I knew that.
Well, I'm not going to try and save you, but Dr. Mike, would you mind just
Leaving?
kind of doing one of those zoning out things where you communicate telepathically with your home country, home sector X? Yes, okay. Wimbledon, I just want to take you aside for a moment.
Hey, Brendan.
This man is not good for you. Okay, he's using you.
Oh, so what do I do?
I think you've got to tell him. You got to stick up for yourself. I mean, do you be honest?
Yeah.
Do you really like a broomstick up your ass? That's got to
Not really. It's very itchy.
Itchy. That's what it is. It's itchy.
Yeah. It bothers me up there. It's very itchy. It's much itchier than you would think.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you out right now. When
Okay, great.
When Dr. Mike comes back, I want you to tell him. I want you to say, and you got to be firm. You have to say,
Yeah.
I will continue to be your sidekick.
Okay.
No more broom handles or anything else up my ass.
All right.
Okay. All right. Dr. Mike, you can come back. You can come back when you're ready. Go ahead, Wimbledon.
Dr. Mike, I have something to tell you. No more. Dr. Mike, I have something to tell you. I am Brendan. No more broomsticks up my ass.
All right. That's okay. You don't have to do that. I have a Roomba. I thought you liked it.
I mean, I like having a task, but it does get itchy.
What if we gave you a new task?
All right.
What do you like to do?
Well, I like watching baseball, so I'm pretty happy that that's back. And then I like cleaning the night thrasher. And then outside of that, I mean, if there is a cat nearby, I like petting a cat. I like biting into a nice juicy apple. I like sometimes when do you ever crush paper mache in your hand? I like the sound, the crumply sound that it makes. I like watching the waves on the beach. I like when you sprinkle ketchup across a hot dog. I like, I guess, anytime a shirt fits just right. And I like not wearing a belt.
Great. So why don't you be the ambassador of cats and not belts and baseball and report back to Sector X all you can learn about baseball and crushing paper mache in your hands and talking to cats and not wearing belts and what other ones?
I like when you put ketchup on a hot dog. It makes that nice even line.
Oh, that is fun. And I saw you the way you stared at it when I gave you that new hot dog.
Yeah.
Okay, you could be the ambassador of that because all human shit is the same to me. It's all pretty stupid and meaningless. So you do that, and then I'll stop rape, murder, child murder.
No. The
not
way I
abortion,
said it. Yes,
the way you
right.
said it. Right. I'm okay with learning cultures. I'm going to end that. Also, I'm going to work on Broadway as this new woman character I've been working on.
Cat.
Yes, I'll bring that to my monologue and audition for Saturday Night Live. That sounds good to me.
Very sensual. Now, we've got to wrap up here. I'll be honest. I did not find you, Dr. Mike, I like you as a person. I don't think you're quite right for the superhero that Earth needs, but I'm going to give you a chance. This is a widely heard Podquest, as you call it. To give you a chance to appeal to the people of Earth as to why you should be our next superhero. And feel free to bring Wimbledon into that discussion if you feel the need.
Sure, I'll do it as my new character, Cat. Well, if you want to be saved, talk to us. We'll come save you. Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Rad Dude Cast. If you like what you heard, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. You can also check out a ton of bonus episodes and content on patreon.com/raddude.